Warren strokes the three from the left wing.
Gagliardi, why not? He's feeling it. Four flags from three.
Goodness. Jr. down the lane, drops to Rainwater for a two-handed slam.
That's what you do. He will tear down a rim this year.
Largely able to blow by the pressure. Now a lob. Rivers throws it down. Cato tries it again. You bet. Caleb Cato, back-to-back threes.
Welcome to Screech Report, guys.
This is another episode of Screecher Report.
Yes, FGCU basketball. Russell would like to address everyone right now, and please turn up the dial and tune into this apology.
I, Russell Kelly, am extremely saddened and sorry to each and every one of you, because on the past podcasts, and maybe before then, I said that Eastern Kentucky was not joining the conference, but Western Kentucky, and that is false. Eastern Kentucky is joining the conference. So when I'm sitting here talking about 6'10", 300-pound guys and 7'5", 225-pound guys, that had nothing to do with anything that we're going to face once or twice this year. So you can understand my dilemma, though, right, Elliot? I mean, East and West.
Yeah, it sounds like one side of your brain was working more than the other.
Yeah.
And that's why you picked.
Well, we have Matt Halverson, who we just had on, came from Western Carolina, right?
Yeah.
And there's an Eastern Carolina, right?
Yeah.
And who coaches there?
Mr. Joe Dooley.
Yes. So, in my head, I'm like, well, it can't be Eastern Kentucky, because I was thinking Eastern is Joe Dooley, so it must be Western. Yeah. Anyway.
So you got your states mixed up.
I did. But we can move on from that.
But hey, it's a 50-50 shot.
Right.
And you were wrong.
I was wrong this time.
You know, failure pays off, and you'll probably never make that mistake again.
I probably will.
You might,
Yeah,
but
somewhere down the line.
If you do, please don't let it be like when we do a game preview and we like analyze Western Kentucky.
Yeah, no.
And we're about to play Eastern Kentucky.
No, these are off-season mess-ups. They're welcome.
Right.
Anyway, moving on from that, decent segue into another topic. We're talking about people we're going to play. Eastern Kentucky, we will be playing. And that's official, not only because they're in our conference now, but some schedule news was announced. The non-conference slate is set. Not playing every team twice. I'm a little, semi-disappointed in that. I'd like to play everyone twice.
Do you think that's due to the volume of new teams, or is it due to a rushed schedule / just logistics? I
think it's a combination of the volume of the new teams and not having that many teams in the conference before, like not knowing how to do it, maybe. Maybe next year you play everyone twice, but there might be more new teams in the conference next year too, so maybe some of these teams we don't play.
Or is it just because there's an odd number?
I don't know. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I don't know what the number is.
That only factors in...
Is it 12?
I think it was 11.
So it was 8 and now it's 11?
No, it was 9.
Yeah,
now it's 12, yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Nobody
it was
9. Left. So I'm thinking what they want to do at some point, because there's 4 football schools, I think, now in the conference, and they want to have 6, because that means there's like an automatic bid to the playoffs or something in the postseason. So they're going to build up, and I think we'll have enough teams to where you have like almost divisions within your conference, like football.
The auto bid is solely based on number of schools or like football programs? That doesn't make sense.
Well, if your school doesn't have a football team, then it shouldn't be.
Are you talking about auto bid for football or basketball?
For football.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was auto bids for football.
Well, I don't know if it's for the playoff or if it's for bowl games or something like that, but I don't know exactly. But yeah, so non-conference was announced. This is going to be really fun, getting some of the teams at home, going to places we haven't been before. So on the women's side of things, they've announced 2 non-conference games so far. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more than that, but 2 really big ones right out the gate in LSU and Princeton. 2 years ago, the last full season, they lost to Princeton. So this is going to be, it was like a home and home. They lost to them on the road. They're going to get a chance to beat Princeton this year at home.
We played LSU before too, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It was at their place.
I want to say, well, this is away, so maybe.
Oh, it is?
I don't think recently they played LSU. Maybe they have, but the big story about the LSU game, the Princeton is a big rematch game. How about you come to our place and with this, souped up team and see what we can do? But the big story with LSU is one of the 3 incoming players, Carly Shea, is a transfer from LSU. So obviously it'd be great if she just went off. And, a big upset over LSU would be awesome early in the season. On to the men's side of things, a lot more games were announced, but there still should be a few more. But the big ones were USC at home, obviously, which is that's going to be great. Like the lead up, all the history, honoring the 2013 squad.
They're going to be there.
Yeah.
Should be.
Pending
country travel.
I guess there's like a ceremony or something beforehand, like a day before, or it's like a whole weekend thing they're making of it.
I think we can get invited to like a VIP banquet dinner with them or something?
Yes. I'm saying that with confidence.
Well, you got to speak it into existence.
Yes. Hey, guys, can't wait for the VIP banquet dinner that we're invited to. Make it happen.
I don't even need to be a VIP.
I could be a nosebleed.
A slab of chicken and rice and maybe
a
glass of like bourbon and I'll be set.
Yeah.
Do they serve bourbon on campus like for those dinners?
I don't think they do to the public, but I think
they do because
if you're in those boxes, there's beer. I'm pretty sure.
Well, if you're an Eagles Club member paying thousands of dollars a year to support the team, they better give them a glass.
Right.
Of
It's
bourbon.
dry for everyone else, not for my 1,000 plus.
Right.
But beyond the USC game, what?
Our work is worth thousands. So.
Is it really though?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
We're bringing the info to the masses. All 20 of you.
The other big game is Rhode Island, who we get at home. There's not really any history there between the teams, but it's a good school, and it should be a good game. Other than that, every few years there's a tournament at Alico, and this year we're hosting and playing IPFW, Southeastern Louisiana, Western Michigan, the old Hilton Garden Inn Classic or whatever it's called. Just around the Thanksgiving weekend. A rematch with Dartmouth from a couple years ago, and then traveling to FIU, Florida A&M, Robert Morris. We're also, I think, on the road against FAU and Georgia Southern, and then a few others to be announced. Probably your obligatory, NAIA or D2 or whatever it may be, and then hopefully I'd like to see another solid opponent like a UF at most kind of thing. But then also maybe, I want to play Mercer.
A solid mid-major would be sufficient.
Yeah.
Like a Mercer. Butler's probably too much to ask for, but something in that range that makes things exciting.
I also like the idea of just the Cinderellas during the non-con. Like we did UMBC a couple of years, or twice in a row. It was a home and home. But Loyola, Chicago has been, with Sister Jean and everything. Every couple of years they seem to be back in it. And then Oral Roberts this past year. It'd be cool to get one of them.
I'll take UMBC again now that Darnell Rogers is probably gone.
Not terrorizing us anymore.
Yeah, he had the inside playbook, so he was just tearing it up.
He was like, Fly's going to run that.
Also, he probably had some, revenge.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That guy's got all the chips on his shoulder.
Doritos or Lay's?
I was going to make, a layup joke, but it was going to be bad whatever I did, so.
My joke was bad to begin with. So.
Yep. Anyways, we have a ton of content coming out. It's pretty much going to be weekly. We have a whole list that we'll probably publish in some way, whether on the website or a Twitter post or something for what you can expect every week. But we hope you read and listened to our article and accompanying podcast for Matt Halverson this a couple weeks ago. But this time around, we have Carlos Rosario, a newcomer from McNeese State. He's joining. He's a forward. He's old school big.
This was the trade we made for Zach Scott.
Yeah, it was a trade. Just 1 year removed. We got a chance to speak with him, so we'll have that to you.
We'll have it at your doorstep.
We'll deliver it
on VHS tape.
Yep, if you remember what that is. But we got him on the pod for an interview. To get to know him a little bit better, ask a few questions in anticipation for that next Newcomers article that'll be out Monday. But anyways, here's Carlos Rosario. So we want to welcome Carlos Rosario for the first time to the Screecher Report podcast. How you doing, man? What have you been up to? Any big weekend plans coming up?
Oh, not really, man. I'm doing good. Just, finish the weekend strong. We got workouts tomorrow, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
Cool, man. And I know you were one of the first people to show up this off season. Any reason behind that? You just want to get to work? You ready to go already?
Yeah, I was just ready to go, and I I was already out of my last school right after the season ended, so I went home. So I was home for like 3, almost 4 weeks, so I was ready to go.
All right, and since you've been there, you've been able to, check out the campus and everything, I'm sure. What's your impressions of the gym, the campus, and everything else, and of course the beach as well?
Oh no, I love the beach. One of the main reasons why I live in North Lake is because I live right by the water, and the team, man, the facilities, it's amazing, man. This is all new to me. I was in a different situation, but now that I got here, I was just ready to work, and I'm excited, man. People here just want to win and get a championship, and I'm all about that.
As long as you're near the water and not just baking in the heat, because, man, it's hot out right now.
Yeah.
So anybody on the team you've gotten real close with yet?
Oh, yeah, Richie. That's the transfer from Tulsa. We roommates and everything. He lived with me. We are very close.
Cool. And then, as a big, you got to get the right chemistry between, your point guards, Tavian and Luis Rolón. Those guys are going to be feeding you down low. So how's that getting to know those guys?
Oh, good. I'm playing with Tavian. They got me and Tavian in the same team so far. Within workouts to building the chemistry. So that's really good. I'm really close also with Kevin, with the big man, 7 foot. Yeah, we're very close. He's also from the Caribbean. So yeah.
So, speaking of that, I mean, you're originally from the Dominican Republic. Can you tell us how it was going from there to where you ended up in high school and in New York, I think it was?
Mm-hmm. So to start off, I earned a scholarship back in my country. We got this tournament that they do every year, and whoever wins the MVP get a scholarship or whatever. So that's how I got my scholarship. Ended up in Troy, New York, and in a high school there in Redemption Christian Academy. So I played there for 2 years, finished high school, and then I just transferred JUCO for 2 years in Pensacola, Florida. And after that, went to McNeese in Louisiana, and then I'm here at FGCU.
You went all over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you obviously had a lot of success, at Redemption Christian, earned a D1 scholarship, played a year at, in JUCO, like you said, in Pensacola, and then a good year at McNeese. What went into your decision to transfer, and why FGCU of all places?
I mean, like I said before, I talked to the coaches, and when they was recruiting me, and I opened to them that I really wanted a chance to win, to go and compete for something, and before this opportunity, I really don't have that. So, they told me a little bit about the guys that were coming in, and, it was mature guys. You got a lot of seniors. You got guys that already have 1 more year. They just want to win. So I was like, yeah, I want to be part of that. And that's why I came here.
And we took a look at your highlights on YouTube, and you look to have a ton of low post moves. Is your offense around the basket something you take pride in, or what kind of player do you view yourself as?
Oh, that's it. That's all I do. One of my things is my hook shot. Yeah, that's something that I take pride in. I work in every day. My hook shot is my move. That's my bread and butter. And yeah, man, I'm just a tough guy. Just want to win and want to give everything I got every possession. And I'm a main hook shot from the 3-point line. I'm a main hook shot. I can hook shot mid-range if you give me the chance. But yeah, that's really what I do, man. That's it.
Along those lines, what do you feel you can offer the team as, like, there's a slew of young guys here like Luis and Victor and Zach Anderson and those guys, but there's also experienced Largy, Cato, and the other guys coming in are have 1 or 2 years left as well. So what do you offer specifically? What do you think you can kind of help the team with?
Oh no, my point of view and things like we can be going to a struggle even after right now in a workout, and because also my personal experience in life in general, my humble beginnings in my country and stuff like that. The guys, they come to me and they understand that, like you've been having a little bit harder than we do, and they kind of like view things differently. So I feel like I can push the guys through who I've been in my life, the situations that I've been. Sometimes they want to hear something, and I try to motivate them by telling you a story or something, and and that pushed him to keep going. So I can offer that, and also my experience in my position, and and like I've been playing basketball, and back in my country I used to play. I only represent my country in like a national camp in Canada once, but I was part of the program, the FIBA program. So I was playing like organized basketball since I'm like 12, 13 years old in a system. So that's another thing that I know basketball, went to serve screen, went to not serve screen, stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I see myself offering to the team, just like the experience of like, the basketball that I know and the struggles that I've been to, trying to just motivate the young guys to, you have a bad practice, just keep pushing, just the next day, next play.
Yeah, those leadership skills and intangibles are invaluable to a team. It's awesome to have that. So, off the court, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies outside of basketball?
Outside of basketball, I cook and watch anime. That's literally what I was doing right before you called me.
I'm sorry to interrupt, man.
Yeah, I just watch anime, Dragon Ball, Naruto, and stuff like that. That's just what I do.
Classics.
What were you cooking?
Oh, cooking? Oh, I'm gonna make some chicken, some white rice, and black beans, and a salad for dinner. That's what I'm gonna cook tonight.
Classic. Can't beat that.
Yes, sir.
We'll end on, what are your goals for the season, and just anything else you might want to tell, the people who end up listening.
Oh, man, the goal for the season is the tournament. Like we got a pretty good team. We got talent. We are very deep. Everybody on the team can come in the game and score or get a stop. So we just have to put that together. Just win, man. Make it to the tournament. It's about time.
Yeah, we can't wait to watch it happen. We're excited, for it to eventually get here. Still a couple more months till the season, but we're excited. We're going to have to come and catch a practice at some point, check you guys out. And but yeah, thanks for coming on the pod. We appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Of course. Go back to watching anime, man.
I'm going to right now.
All right, man.
Thanks, Carlos.
Have a good one.
All right, guys. Bye. You too.
Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be coming at you weekly with
pods
and
articles. You should be listening to this when it is released on Friday, July 16th, in anticipation of the Nest Newcomers article featuring Carlos Rosario to be released Monday morning. Thank you guys for listening. We can't wait to keep pumping this stuff out. Be good out there.
Go Beagles. I am doing good, Carlos. How are you?